When Oga Emeka called to say that he would launch his business the following year, instead of 6 years, as he had intended to do, because Chidi had been responsible and hard work, it was a happy day in our home. We were glad to hear that my mom had prepared the greatest food of the day and invited Auntie Busy to join us in celebrating. They haven't even settled him yet, so while the celebration stated, Auntie Busy, Mama Chidi, don't you think it's too early for us to celebrate? It's worth celebrating, because they have to take away 2 complete years from the years Chidi was meant to spend at Oga Emeka's house. Oya, let's not argue about this, let's eat and celebrate and pray to God to keep him safe and healthy for us. I started taking last place, from being the greatest student to the last person, because of the incident that happened to my sister Dara, which made it impossible for me to focus in study. Every time I sit, pictures of what happened to my sister run through my mind. My friend Tina recommended that I leave the village, so that I can at least experience a different environment, which could help me forget the memories. I appreciate her great advice, and when I return home, I discuss it with my mother, who agrees that I should visit Uncle Uche's house in Enugu City, to spend the holidays there with his family. Arriving in Enugu seems to have been the greatest choice, while the nightmares continued. They went every night, and I was able to concentrate more on my academics there, which greatly aided in my academic recovery. I am grateful to my uncle's wife for treating me well and for helping me with household chores. When I returned from school one Thursday afternoon, I noticed that everyone was grumpy and appeared to have been sobbing. I asked my uncle what had happened and why is everyone acting so grumpy. He shook his head. I'm not sure how to explain this to you, dear, but you see, God knows the best. Uncle, please get right to the point. I'm losing my patience already. Your brother is dead. Wait. What? Is this a joke? Oga Emeka called to let us know about the incident that happened in the city. He said that Chidi was involved in a gas explosion accident when he went to the market to buy goods. It was a terrible accident that no one was found alive. Everyone involved turned to ashes. Why, God, why my only brother Chidi? I went back to the village the following day to comfort my mother and my siblings. My mother becomes a shadow of herself. Due to losing her only son to a cold death, she became very sick. I was unable to return to Uncle Uche's house and had to stay behind to care for my sick mother and my siblings. It was the most difficult moment in my life, especially since I had to take care all of the financial burden. My mom died months later. I was left with my 2 sisters. Years later, my siblings graduate from high school. It's the most happiest moment of our life. Even though I had to drop out to take up their responsibilities, I feel fulfilled seeing them graduating in fly colors. Mama could have been the happiest person today, I muttered as I look up to sky. Oh, don't worry yourself, my love. I'm sure she is heaven watching over us, smiling and beaming with happiness and proudness in her heart, said Muna. Thank you so much, dear sister, for pausing your life for us, taking care of us, making sure we don't lack anything since our parents died. I'm happy you all made me so proud, and that's what matters. Months go by in the blink of an eye. Wake up, it's time to head to the market. Remember, today is Eid Market Day, and we must hurry to claim a good position to showcase our goods before the area is crowded. Eid Market, which happens every 4 days in a week, is the day designated for our village market. Strangers come to buy and sell on Eid Market Day, causing the place to be bustling and crowded. We usually go early to secure a spot where we can sell vegetables. John, how are you? I inquired. John, a charming young man from Ekiti State, had visited last month to ask for my sister's hand in marriage. He owns a grocery store in the market, comes from a highly esteemed family, with his father being a pastor and his mother a deaconess at church. When they came to request Muna's hand in marriage, I felt immense joy knowing that my sister would wed into a family that would cherish and adore her. We set the marriage date for 3 days after the Eid Market Day. I'm fine, he replied. Where is my wife? She is not your wife yet, you haven't paid her bride price, I joked, and we both laughed heartily. She went to get the remaining vegetables. She will return shortly. A few minutes later, Muna came back with the vegetables, and we began to sample them for sale. I go into the market to purchase items that we will utilize for the wedding, including food, beverages, and cola. I ensured to acquire everything necessary for the wedding thoroughly. When I exited to join them, it was already late in the evening, and I had to depart from them and rush home to prepare dinner. Muna and Chioma, come here. I need to go home and prepare dinner. When you're finished selling the vegetables, pack up the remaining ones along with our sack and take them to Boba Tood's shop. Make sure you lock it very well, unlike last time when you forgot to lock it properly. Remember, if anything goes missing, we don't have the money to pay. Is that clear? Yes, sister, Muna responded. I went straight home to cook. As I was cooking at backyard, I heard someone called my name. Ruby. Mama Ejiro called. What happened? Why are you yelling my name at this hour of the night? Where is your sister? She asked. They are at the market, but I'm certain they are on their way back home now. What occurred, and why are you looking for them? Mama Ejiro, hesitating to talk, just tell me what transpired. You know what, Ruby, just follow me. To where? I asked Mama Ejiro. I want to show you something. I'm preparing food for my sister. Just wait while I put it down so we can go. Lo and behold, I witnessed the most shocking thing in my entire life, my sister's clothing in a pool of blood. Sorry, Ruby, we heard their screams, but before we could arrive here, they are dead and gone. The beast has devoured them, and we couldn't do anything. Oh dear Lord, this beast again, the villagers exclaimed. I was at a loss about what to do, how to react, or what to say. I couldn't cry because I had cried enough. I was merely standing there. Muna, are you really dead? What do I say to John, who is set to pay your bride price in 3 days? How do I explain this to the villagers who bought your ashobi? And what about Auntie Busy, who has purchased almost everything we need? The villagers' attempts to make me leave the scene were in vain. It began to rain, and everyone had to return to their homes. I was the only person sitting with my sister's clothing in a pool of blood. Screaming for the beast to come and consume me, life already feels meaningless. What am I to do in this cruel world? Come out, I yelled, come out. I was shouting at the top of my lungs with all the strength I had left. Suddenly, the beast emerged from the bushes, its eyes burning like fire, even more so than the last time it killed my elder sister. At that moment, I was not afraid of anything. I said, come and eat me up, just as you have devoured my entire family. When it charged and sprinted toward me, suddenly, I heard a voice calling out my name, telling me to pick up a knife beside me. I didn't know there was a knife there. I was as fearless as a lioness. I reached for the knife, picked it up, and stabbed the beast directly in its chest. Auntie Busy, I shouted as fear gripped me. Auntie Busy, you are the beast. I was shocked. The moment I stabbed the beast, it transformed into Auntie Busy, my father's only sister. I couldn't believe my eyes. You have been the beast all this time. Now I finally recall the face I continuously see in my dreams with that malevolent grin. Yes, I was the beast. My mission was to eliminate you all. But that foolish necklace grandmother gifted to you has hindered me from killing you. Before my grandmother died, she gave me a necklace to wear and cautioned me never to take it off. Your father has always been our mother's favored child, and she treated me as if I were insignificant. It worsened when I married and couldn't conceive, and she scarcely visited me. Whenever I was with her, she wouldn't stop discussing your father, how he has children, and how well his farm is doing. I felt insignificant. I became so envious of him that I joined the beast coven and used my husband as a sacrifice to ensure I could kill you all. I was meant to ensure the eliminations of his entire lineage. I was the one responsible for the accident in the city that took your brother's life. Since my transformation powers were limited to this village, I couldn't go kill him directly, so I orchestrated the accident to end his life, especially after your mother invited me to celebrate with her that Oga Emeka would settle Chidi next year. This infuriated me, prompting me to kill him immediately. I needed to eliminate Muna before she got married and left this village, which is why I attacked them tonight. The day I killed Dara, I was supposed to eliminate you both, but that foolish necklace prevented me. I couldn't believe my ears. You mean you murdered all my family merely out of jealousy? Aren't we supposed to be family? You should have asked your grandmother that question. Why wasn't I her favorite child? Why? Tell me why. Auntie Busy collapsed and died. Days later, I traveled back to Enugu to Uncle Uche's house, my mother's elder brother, where I completed my studies and married Joshua, the best man in the world. We had our first child, which turned out to be twins, a boy and a girl. I named them after my elder sister and elder brother, Chidra and Chidi.